At home, Milan at home, and Inter Milan at home. They have got to win those games and gone on a fantastic run in terms of win after win. They can't afford a win like they did against Crotone and then a draw against Hellas Verona. They've got to try and get a consistent 6, 7, 8, 9 wins on the trot. It's going to be difficult, but it can be done. But I think it could certainly be out their depth.
Well, here come Spezia's players. For those watching the match who may be not so familiar with some of them, who is the main threat? Who's the person that everyone needs to look out for in this team?
Well, Nzola back into your screen there, just one with the red dreadlocks in the middle of your screen there. I think he's an important player that plays down the middle, that can link up play, but he becomes a goal scorer within the 18-yard box, and they do play with width. The fullbacks get forwards so well, and that's the area that I think Juventus can certainly look at in terms of trouble, that Spezia are a team that get forward and they get balls out wide and they get crosses into the box for fun. As we saw against Hellas Verona, they did concede from across in those areas, Juventus, and that could be one area that the away team could certainly capitalise on.
Feels like a must-win week, really, for Juventus, doesn't it? Matches like this to keep their slim title hopes alive, and a big game this time next week as well, at home in the Champions League, the second leg against Porto. Shrill blow of the whistle from referee Sacchi gets the Brazil surging into the penalty area as Giulio Maggiore. The match. Accumulation of yellow cards, Danilo rolling it forward, and there'll be a free kick there before Chiesa can try. Plenty of blue shirts forward here, and that was almost squeezed in at the... Juventus venturing forward for the first time in the match. That's with an excellent turn, fine block by Erlich. Here's Rabiot now, lots of space for Chiesa, clean through on goal, sticks it in the back of the net and knows that the whistle was about to blow. But he still had to go through the motions before the flag went up at the end of the play.
Well, he's done the right thing there. I mentioned about the width that he certainly...
Collected by Chiesa, who tries the shot. It's always going wide of the goal, but it was worth a crack.
Well, he'll pick up great positions on that right-hand side, and what he'll do is that first goal, they do struggle to try and break down teams afterwards, but if they can get that first goal, as we've seen on a number of occasions, they go on to win the majority of the game.
Into Ronaldo, and the challenge. Well, we're nearly 20 minutes into this match, and even Provedel hasn't had anything to do in the end of the table. They've got some defending to do here now, as Frabotta sends it over. It's Terzi, looks for an opening, tries to pick the cross, and Erlich. So now Vignali, tracked by McKennie. Juventus struggling to get anywhere near Spezia's goal. Can be really painful.
They certainly won't want to lose.
Well, the captain's going to take this free kick. There's just too much on it. Flick by Giassi, challenge, down he goes in the tackle with Rabiot.
When Juventus get the ball, there's not really too many options in front of them.
Referee's going to pull the game back for the challenge on Danilo. But yes, they're moving the ball around. Hear about Spezia as they venture forward, and the deflection there. Well there to get to the ball and not clatter into Kulusevski at the other end of the pitch. Juventus threatening really for the first time in the match. It's Chiesa gets it. Much of him. As Giassi tries to play the ball in. But
without the ball.
Estevez sends it in. Demiral, who has a little... He couldn't resist having... Towards Zola comes Cristiano Ronaldo for the first time. Vignali makes the block. Over it comes once more, and the header from Demiral's a comfortable catch for Provedel, who's barely... Erlich, Ronaldo into Kulusevski, looks to tee it up, and Erlich gets back and is able to block the ball. This is Bentancur. Chiesa trying to sneak in beyond the far. Kulusevski. Chiesa into the near post. Danilo's still going here. He'll fancy this, but it was neither. Heading towards the last 5 minutes of the first half. Frabotta staying on the ground for the time being. Farias on the prowl, looking for an opening, which to Ronaldo, chance to tee it up, smacking the foot of the post. Chiesa trying to find a way through. That's the closest we've come to a goal. Well, to just whip that off the feet of Marquinhos.
Something silly to allow the opportunity and the initiative to go back to Juventus.
Chiesa rolling it in, Kulusevski, angle narrowing all the time. To added time at the end of the first half, of which there will not be any at all. There's the whistle from Juan Lucas Sacchi, the referee, and very little
chances against Juventus. The one chance that Ronaldo had, they went in almost like a 4-3-3 formation where Ronaldo ended up on the left, Kulusevski ended up down the middle, and Chiesa on the right. And I thought that actually showed a little bit more better than Ronaldo.
Away we go in the second half finally.
Jolie.
Oh, and McKennie just gets the ball. It's cleared away by Ehrlich with Federico Chiesa racing in there in the 6-yard box. Suddenly opened up for the home side for Botta into Adrian Rabiot, and Juventus for Spezia. It's played forward by Nahuel Estevez, and the flag has gone up on the near side. Collected by Marquinhos, who's lost it, but on the front foot with Chiesa. Starting to look threatening to happen here. Ronaldo in the penalty area. Botta on his toes, keeping an eye on Terzi. Was Rabiot just walking? This is promising. Giassi, free kick. In the air, he wants the ball, it goes his way, but for once the header doesn't go in the direction of the goal. Bernardeschi, first touch for the substitute, sends it in, and the two substitutes combine and it won't count. The whistle has blown and Morata is denied the goal, but it was nearly the perfect double substitution there. The two players involved for the... And the referee gives the goal. And suddenly Juventus are all smiles. They had to wait a long time for that decision, but it was worth the wait. Alvaro Morata, with his first touch after coming off the bench, has broken the deadlock. The Juve players were certain that there was no offside there. This surely will tell us it was clearly a close call.
Oh, it's very, very close, isn't it?
Collected by Chiesa. Good save, and then hooked in, lashed in by Chiesa at the second attempt. 20 to go, it's 2-0, and it's looking good for Juventus tonight.
Well, they've just kept the pressure on from that first goal, but I have to say the two substitutes that Andrea Pirlo has made a massive, massive difference, because they've become now influential in this game. I thought Chiesa was...
Because Cristiano Ronaldo is bursting through, and invariably doesn't miss opportunities like that. And with Spezia chasing a late route back into the match, gaps were left at the other end of the field, and Cristiano Ronaldo and Juventus have made them pay. Swift counter-attack. The ball slid through.
Sterling. Messi. Interessante azione sulla fascia destra. Se ne va. Messi la mette in mezzo.
Brutto questo traversone, non sfrutta proprio il movimento.